Hi, everybody. How are you guys doing? Hello. Hello, Xenox. Welcome. Hi. How is everybody doing today? Hi. Can you guys just let me know if the volume is okay? I did do some adjustments for tonight's stream, so just let me know if it sounds okay. Hey Gentle, how's it going? It's going so good. Thank you for asking. How are you? How are you guys? Hi. Oh gosh, let's see. I know the chosen stories are Disney classic, but I wonder if Nemu would consider squeezing in a special story called The Ugly Barnacle. Oh my gosh, I get it. I could probably squeeze that one in somewhere. Special for you guys. Volume is good? Ah, thank you so much. Thank you. Alright, I just wanted to make sure. Oh my goodness. So, yes, how is everybody today? My goodness, I haven't done an ASMR stream in quite a while, so I'm very excited. Very excited. My gosh, I also have a new feature that I wanted to try with you guys, so we'll try that in a little bit. Volume's perfect? Oh, that's good. That's good. Looking forward to this. It's been quite a long day. Oh gosh, yep, it's midweek. We're almost through it. We're almost through the week. We got this. Yeah. But, yeah, so I have a new feature that I wanted to try today. I did some testing today and got it to finally work. It's something that I've kind of wanted to try for a little bit. So I'm gonna see if it works right. Hi, hello Annabelle, hello, and Kai, hello. Let me go ahead and see if everything is gonna work properly. Yeah. Are you guys ready? Are you ready? I'm so excited. And hi guys. How are you guys? Look at it's a me. Doing good, kind of tired after wrapping up a stream. I don't know how you do it for like 2 to 3 hours. Oh my goodness, you've been streaming too? Oh my gosh. Oh, I just realized my book is actually like behind my thingy. Hold on, let's see, can I? There we go, okay. We just want to have a blankie for today. My goodness, but yes, new feature. We have hands. Eee! Now when I say I do jazz hands, you guys can actually see it. Wah. Oh my god, hand reveal. Yes, hand reveal. Also GentleGF sweater reveal. Let's go. Oh, Nemu chat. Sorry for being super late. I'm actually already heading to bed. Oh no! Jade, it's okay. But really quick, before we started our bedtime stories, I kind of wanted to take advantage of the new view, the new camera. Yeah. They look so small. I have small hands. But I wanted to go ahead and show you guys the merch on cam. Yeah. I'm so excited. I've only ever shown you guys pictures, but today, you guys will get to see it live. Let's go. This is the postcard that I have. It's very cute. The colors are a little bit washed out. I'm so sorry. But it's really cute. It's about the size of GentleGF hand. Oh my gosh. But yeah, it's super cute. It's glossy. It's kind of thick. I don't know if you guys can actually like hear that, but it's a pretty thick page. It's very cool. And then there is the super duper cute acrylic keychain. Yeah, it's very cute. It's pretty thick too, and it has a really nice epoxy layer on top, along with a super cute little moon charm. They're so cute, and they're very soft and shiny. I love them very much. I talk about it a lot, but I'm actually so proud of them. This is the first time I ever did merch, and I'm so happy with how it came out. Did you do your dailies? I didn't do my dailies today. I actually haven't turned on Genshin at all. I'm bad. I've been bad. Oh my gosh. Those hands. Yes, the little handsies. Whee! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Blah, blah, blah. Oh yeah, but these are available on my Ko-fi shop. Yeah. You can get them as a bundle, and they are ready to ship. So they're super cute, and I really, really love them. Hand reveal. Hello, Nemu. Hello, Thaylock. Welcome. Wait, how come I'm not seeing the Moonshine? Gotta go look at mine. Oh, Katie, did you get yours? Oh my gosh. Eee! Oh, that makes me so happy. Oh my goodness, that's so exciting. I'm so glad. I hope the ones that did order it, I hope it got to you safe, and I hope it looks good and intact. I tried to pack it with a lot of love. But yes, all of these were hand-packed by me as well. So I actually got these cute little cards. They have a little heart in the hole punch, and it's plastic wrapped with a little ribbon. It's very, very cute. But yeah, I will go ahead and I will move on to show you guys some of the books that I have for today. Gosh, imagine a GentleGF plushie would be kind of neat. I would have loved to do one if not for how expensive plushie manufacturing is. It's so much. It's so much. My gosh, you know it would be fun having a base BF hand reveal too? I don't know, are you up for a hand reveal? He's been playing Elden Ring all day, so he'll scoot over. He'll give you some hand action. Oh, he's trying to scoot over, but it's very hard. And oh my gosh, there it is. There's authentic gentle BF hand. Oh my goodness. Okay, alright, I will move on. We will go over to the books. Yeah. Hi, Nemu. Wait, hands? Yes, we got hands. Yeah. I will go ahead and I will show you some of the books that I have for today. We have a bunch of Disney classics. Yes. Something Nemu Daki thingy. You know, someone had to say it. Oh, I know you guys have been wanting one. I would have to get art for it and then have to put it into production. I think once my regular merch sells out, I might do a run of some more intense merch. Based as always. Yes. Based as always. Pog, you even have the turtleneck sweater? Yeah, if I could here, can I show you the neck? There's the neck part of the turtleneck. Oh my goodness, yes. I will go ahead and I will show you all of these super cute books that I have. These are actually all books that I had as a child. So these were all, you know, read to me when I was just a little baby Nemu. Little baby Nemu. The theory's been debunked. These hands aren't based BFs. They are! What? They are! My goodness, but here we go. So we have Peter Pan, the original Peter Pan book. Very cool. We also have 101 Dalmatians. Very cute. They're all like hardcover. They're very nice books. Very nice. I'm glad that I didn't totally destroy them when I was a child. But yeah, it's really, really cool. Let's see, then I have Toy Story. The original Toy Story, where there's Buzz and there's Woody. Very nice. Then we have a Bug's Life. A Bug's Life, very cute. I think his name is Flick. I don't quite remember. Let's see. Oh, this one I haven't read in quite a long time. Lady and the Tramp. That is so cool. Oh my gosh. I'm excited for that one. And then we have another classic. We have the Jungle Book. Very, very cute. Then we have Tarzan. The original Tarzan. There's a little monkey. Ooh. Oh gosh. When are we getting Gentle BF's merchandise? Oh gosh. I don't know. We have Bambi after that. Oh, sorry. The light's a little bit, It likes to reflect off of the glossy books. But, let's see. The Little Mermaid. Very cute. Hi Kyoko, welcome. Let's see, and then we have Pinocchio. Very cute. And we have, oh, Beauty and the Beast. Oh, I loved this one when I was a little girl. Oh, it was so nice. And then we have the oldest book that I actually own. This is an original Walt Disney Cinderella. It's very old. It's actually from, I believe, 1974. This is a very vintage book. It's very nice. It's a little bit worse for wear, but to be expected. Oh gosh. Can I say hi quick and then I'm going off? Oh, no problem, Glee. Well, thank you for stopping by. Childhood nostalgia hitting us real hard? Oh, yeah. Like I said, these were all read to me when I was just a little baby. But yeah, there's quite a bit. So which one do you guys want to look at first? Actually, I guess this is a pretty big stack, so maybe I should go ahead and narrow it down to 3. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Alright. There we go. We will pick from Toy Story, the original Toy Story, 101 Dalmatians, or Peter Pan. Which one of these 3? Which one do you guys want to do? Oh no, Toy Story's getting cut off. There we go. Which one? Oh gosh. Hi Jen, are we reading stories tonight? Yes we are! We are reading bedtime stories. Wow, we have a live cam? Yes we do! Featuring hands! Yay! I watched Toy Story before, but not the book. Yeah, I remember. I think they actually made this book after the movie had come out. But yeah, let's see, Toy Story gang. Okay, I'm seeing a couple for Toy Story. Alright, Toy Story. Alright, going once. Go. Oh, we got a Peter Pan. Oh, and 101 Dalmatians. Now we can do these all tonight. Don't worry, guys. This is just what we should start with. Alright, ooh, we have 2 for 101, 3 for Toy Story, 1 for Peter Pan. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and pick one. Okay, I kind of landed on both. Alright, so we'll take out Peter Pan really quick and we'll decide on these 2. These can be the first 2 that we read. Peter Pan's one of your favorites? We'll get to that one after one of these 2. No worries. I think, let's see. 101 Dalmatians, I guess. Haven't seen the film though. Alright, 101 Dalmatians it is. Let's go. Alright. Let's see. This is Walt Disney's 101 Dalmatians. There's all the really cute little puppies. Very cute. I don't know if there's actually 101 of them on the page, but it's fun to think. There we go. There's the lady and the guy. Alright, let's see. Once there were 2 Dalmatians named Pongo and Perdita. They lived in a snug little house in London. Their pets, Anita and Roger Redcliffe, lived with them. Nanny the housekeeper took care of them all. One day, Pongo got some wonderful news. Perdita was gonna have puppies. Everyone was very happy. At last, the big day arrived. The puppies are here, Nanny cried. How many? Asked Roger. 8, Nanny replied. No, shouted Anita from the other room. 11. Wait, 15. 15 puppies? Perdita was very proud. Pongo, you old rascal, said Roger. He thought the puppies were wonderful. They'll get their spots when they're a little bigger, Nanny told him. There's the Nanny, very cute. skip a page? Oh, I hope I didn't skip one. Okay, no, I didn't. Okay. Suddenly, there was a clap of thunder. In swept Anita's old friend, Corella DeVille. Her long fur coat trailed behind her. I see the puppies are here at last, she said. I'll buy them all. They're not for sale, replied Roger. You'll be sorry, Corella snapped as she stormed off. Pongo and Perdita were happy to see her leave. But Cruella wasn't finished. They can't stop me, she cackled. Cruella hired Horace and Jasper Badun to steal the puppies. As soon as you have the chance, sneak into their home and grab those puppies, she told them. You must wait until the puppies get their spots, she added. But then they will be mine. Each day the puppies grew bigger, and each day they got more spots. Thank you so much, Trade, for staying a member for 6 whole months. That's half a year. Whee! I shall ruin the immersion by being half a year old. You're not ruining anything, don't worry. Let's see. Each day the puppies grew bigger, and each day they got more spots. The puppies liked watching television. The show they liked the most was about a dog named Thunderbolt. Get him, Thunderbolt, shouted Penny. Time for bed, Pongo said when the show ended. Aw, Dad, we're not sleepy, said Lucky. Look at all the cute puppies. Ah, they're so cute. After the puppies went to bed, Pongo and Perdita went to the park. Oh my gosh. They took Roger and Anita with them, but as soon as they went out, Horace and Jasper went in. Jasper locked Nanny in the attic. Horace put all of the puppies into a big sack. Oh my gosh. Oh, Ruby Neko-chan, thank you so much for the raid. Hello, raiders. Welcome, welcome. We are doing a bedtime story reading, and right now we are reading 101 Dalmatians. Yes, yes, yes. I love 101 Dalmatians. I watched Cruella the other night. Oh my goodness, did you like it? I haven't seen it yet. My goodness, well, also welcome, Ruby. Thank you so much for the raid. I hope your stream went well. Let's see. I've seen it before. It's a good watch. Yay! Let's see. Jasper locked Nanny in the attic. Horace put all the puppies into a big sack. They took all 15 puppies. When Roger and Anita returned, Nanny told them what had happened. Roger called the police, but the police couldn't find the puppies. Perdita and Pongo were very upset. Then Pongo had an idea. Let's try the Twilight Bark, he said. It's our only hope. All right, agreed Perdita. Pongo barked in a special code. Yap and yip and yelp, yelp, yap. Calling all hounds, yippers and yappers, please help us find their cruel kidnappers. The message was passed from dog to dog. It woke up Towser, a bloodhound who lived way out in the country. Growled Towser to Lucy the goose. A message from the city. An important one, too. It better tell the folks on the farm. Old Towser's barking woke up a cat named Sergeant Tibbs. Tibbs told Captain, a horse, to awaken a sheepdog named Colonel. The Colonel pricked up his ears. 15 spotted puddles were stolen. I think that's puppies, sir, said Sergeant Tibbs. Tibbs remembered hearing some barking at the old DeVille place. Nonsense. That house has been empty for years, said the Colonel. Thank you so much for the follow, Zescu. Thank you. Not any longer, Captain answered. There's smoke rising from the chimney. Then we'd better investigate, Tibbs, barked the colonel. They went to the old house. Sergeant Tibbs slipped into the house. What a surprise! He saw 99 Dalmatian puppies. 15 of them were huddled in front of the TV. Those must be the ones, Tibbs said. He raced back to tell the others. The colonel sent a message. Dog by dog, the message was passed from the country to the city. Listen, Purdy, said Pongo. It's the Great Dane. He has an answer for us. The 2 Dalmatians raced to meet the big dog. The puppies have been found at the DeVille place, the Great Dane said. We must go at once, cried Perdita. When they got to the country, Sergeant Tibbs and the colonel were waiting for them. Follow us, said Sergeant Tibbs. There's no time to waste. They sneaked into the old house. What does Cruella want with all these puppies? They heard Jasper ask. She said she's going to make them into a coat, said Horace. A dogskin coat? Cried Perdita. How cruel! She counted the puppies. Pongo, she whispered. There are 99 puppies here. We must take them all home with us, Pongo replied. Let's go. Sergeant Tibbs led the way. Horace and Jasper didn't see them leave. They were too busy watching television. I forgot that was a whole plot in the movie, how the dogs really like to watch TV. The Dalmatian followed Tibbs to the barn, but they weren't safe yet. Horace and Jasper had finally noticed the puppies were gone. They were following their tracks in the snow. Here they come, shouted Tibbs. We'd better do something. We'll hold them off, Captain told Pongo. The Dalmatians escaped out the back door, and Captain gave the Baduns a swift kick when they came through the front door. Really put the hurt on it. Nice. Pongo and Perdita led the puppies through a snowstorm. Suddenly, Pongo heard a car. Quick, hide, he urged. The dogs hid under a bridge. Luckily, Horace and Jasper didn't see them. Pongo decided to walk along the frozen stream. That way, Horace and Jasper couldn't follow their tracks. Home seemed very far away. My nose is froze, whimpered Lucky, and my tail is froze, and my toes are froze. All the puppies were tired and hungry. Just then, Pongo heard a friendly bark. Follow me, said a collie. I have a place for you to stay. The collie led them to a warm barn. Some friendly cows gave the puppies plenty of milk to drink. Soon, 99 puppies were fast asleep in the hay. Look at all the little puppies sleeping. Pongo and Perdita thanked the cows and the collie. Tomorrow morning you can go to the village, said the collie. A Labrador retriever will meet you there. He'll show you how to get home. The next morning, Pongo and Perdita continued on their way. Pongo knew that Cruella would be looking for them. He tried to brush away their tracks with a branch, but Cruella saw the tracks. They're headed for the village, she shrieked. That's actually a really clever idea. When the dogs reached the village, the Labrador was waiting for them. He led them to an empty blacksmith shop. I've got a ride for you, he said. A van is leaving for London soon. There's room for all of you. But Cruella and her men had reached the village too. Cruella was angry with Horace and Jasper. Find them! Find them now! She shouted. Pongo, how will we get to the van? Perdita whispered. Just then, Lucky said, "Patch pushed me." He was covered in soot. "He pushed me first," Patch whined. He was covered in soot, too. That gave Pongo an idea. He rolled in the soot. "Look, I'm a Labrador. Come on, Purdy, let's all be Labradors." Soon all of the Dalmatians were covered in soot. "We're going to fool the nasty lady," the pups giggled. The van was getting ready to leave. "Better hurry," said the Labrador. One by one, the puppies got into the van. They almost made it. But the last puppy got stuck in the snow, and the snow washed off the soot. "There they are," Cruella cried. The van pulled away in the nick of time. "After them," Cruella shouted. Oh, look at him, he's all wet. Is Paw Patrol Magical Girl anime for dogs? I guess technically you're not wrong. Cruella drove too fast for the slippery road. "Watch out!" cried Horace. But it was too late. Cruella's car tumbled down a hill. Everyone landed in a deep, soft snow, but the car was smashed to pieces. Back in London, Anita and Nanny were decorating the Christmas tree. Roger was too upset to help. "I miss Pongo and Purdy so much," said Anita. "I know," answered Nanny. "Sometimes at night I think I hear them bark, but it always turns out to be a dream." "Wait!" cried Anita. "Did you hear that bark?" Nanny flung open the door. A large black dog jumped on Roger and covered him with kisses and soot. "It's Pongo and Perdita, with their little ones," cried Nanny. She began to dust the puppies off. Then Anita and Roger noticed the room was filled with dogs. All in all, there was 101 Dalmatians. "Whatever shall we do with them?" Anita asked. "We'll buy a big place in the country," said Roger. "A Dalmatian plantation." It was a very Merry Christmas after all. The end. Yay! That was 101 Dalmatians. That's one book down. Let's see, what did we say the next one was gonna be? I think it was Toy Story, right? Right. Toy Story. Let me scooch really quick. There we go. Bet you those doggos binge anime? Oh, true. They must watch a lot of TV. They've probably seen Toonami at least once or twice. Alright, let's see. This is the original Toy Story. There's Buzz and Woody. Very nice, very nice. There we go. Toy Story. And this uses pictures from the movie. Some of the books will actually draw special illustrations for them. Some of them just use like screen caps from the movie, which is kind of cool. Sheriff Woody faced the famous outlaw bank robber, Black Bart, as played by Mr. Potato Head. "Reach for the sky, you rascal," Sheriff Woody said. Little Andy Davis aimed his two toys at each other. As always, Sheriff Woody won the fight. Andy knocked over Mr. Potato Head and said, "Sorry, outlaw, Sheriff Woody was too fast for you. You lose." Of all his toys, Andy loved Sheriff Woody the best. Just then, Andy heard his mother calling him. "Is it time for my birthday party?" he asked as he ran out of his room. When Andy was gone, all his toys would walk and talk. When Andy... Oh, I almost read that twice. Oh my gosh. "Andy's birthday," Woody said to himself. "This is terrible." Woody ran to Slinky. "Slink," he said quietly, "I've got bad news." "Bad news?" shouted Slinky? Shh, whispered Woody. Just get everyone together for a meeting. Woody led the toys meeting. We'll all be moving to Andy's new house soon, so everybody should find a moving buddy, Woody told them. The toys nodded. They already knew about the move. Then Woody added quietly, "And Andy's birthday party is today." The toys panicked. "The guests are already arriving," squealed Ham the piggy bank. The other toys ran by the window. They saw Andy's friends carrying gifts. The toys were afraid. What if Andy got new toys? Would he throw away his old ones? "Don't worry, no one will be thrown away," Woody reassured them. Did you know Toy Story was the very first full-length 3D animated movie? Yes. It's always fun to look back and kind of compare the original to the new ones. It's very fun. I actually just did that pretty recently. But Woody sent some toy soldiers to watch the party anyway, and report by walkie-talkie. Luckily, most of the gifts were clothes and games. Then Andy opened his last present. The soldiers gasped. It was an amazing toy. But the walkie-talkie stopped working before the soldiers could relay their report. Later, Andy put the new toy on his bed. After he left, Woody and the other toys approached the stranger. Suddenly, the new toy jumped up. "My name is Buzz Lightyear, and I come to your planet in peace. My ship crash-landed here by mistake." Rex the dinosaur got very excited. "Are you really from outer space?" Woody sighed. "Of course not. He's a toy like us." "Excuse me, but I think the word you're looking for is Space Ranger," Buzz told him. "I'm captain of the space fleet, and as soon as I fix my spaceship, I'll go back home." All of the toys were impressed, except for Woody. "I have special wings. I can fly," Buzz told him. "No, you can't," Woody said. "Can," said Buzz. "Can't," snapped Woody. Buzz replied, "Yes, I can. And I can prove it." Then Buzz leaped off the bed. "To infinity and beyond!" he cried. Buzz landed on a rubber ball, bounced onto a toy race car track, slid down, slid up, then went flying through the air. He landed right in front of Woody. "Can," Bug said smugly. "Buzz, not Bug, oh no." "That wasn't flying, that was falling with style," Woody scoffed. But the other toys thought Buzz was great. Suddenly, the toys heard shouting. It was Sid, the boy next door. Sid liked to blow up his toys, and that's just what he was doing now. The toys were glad they lived with Andy. Andy loved his toys, especially his new one. He began playing with Buzz all the time. Woody became jealous. "Thank you so much, Mr. Delbun, for the follow and subscribing. Thank you. One night, Andy was going to Pizza Planet for dinner. "You can only bring one toy," his mother told him. Woody wanted Andy to bring him, not Buzz, so he tried to make Buzz fall behind Andy's dresser. Woody aimed RC, a radio-controlled car, at Buzz. Zoom! Buzz jumped out of the way just in time. The car hit a globe instead, but the globe hit a lamp that knocked Buzz out of the window. The other toys rushed over to see what happened. They looked at RC. The little car said, "Vroom, vroom." The toys were surprised and angry. They looked at Woody. You used RC to nug Buzz out of the window, Mr. Potato Head accused. No, no, Woody cried. I didn't mean to. The other toys didn't believe him. Woody didn't know what to say. All the toys were angry with him. Bo Peep felt sad. She couldn't believe Woody would do such a terrible thing. Here we go. I'm going to try to make it so you guys can see the pictures a bit better. There we go. Just then, Andy came into the room looking for Buzz. But since Andy couldn't find his new toy, he took Woody to the car instead. Buzz was in the bushes nearby and saw the car leaving. He quickly grabbed the car's bumper. Andy's mother stopped for fuel. When Andy and his mother got out of the car, Buzz climbed in. Woody said, "I didn't mean to push you out of the window. Honest." Buzz didn't believe Woody. The two toys began to fight. They rolled out of the open car door, and the car drove off without them. Luckily, Woody noticed a van from Pizza Planet. He and Buzz jumped aboard. The van brought the toys to Pizza Planet. The toys wanted to follow Andy's family inside, but the door was guarded by robots. How are we gonna get past the guards? Wondered Woody. Woody hid inside a big cup. Buzz hid inside a burger box. A booger box. They sneaked past the robot guards. Once they were inside, Woody spotted Andy. But Buzz spotted a rocket ship. "Now I can go home," he said. He climbed inside the rocket. The rocket was really a machine full of prizes. The prizes were little green alien toys. "I come in peace," Buzz told the aliens. Woody knew he had to rescue Buzz, so he climbed into the rocket too. Thank you so much, Sabishi VR, for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hi. Suddenly, a huge metal claw appeared. The claw grabbed Buzz and lifted him up. Someone wanted a prize from the rocket machine. It was Sid. Woody tried to save Buzz. Instead, Woody got picked up too. Sid laughed a nasty laugh. Now he had 2 new toys to destroy. The claw. Sid took the toys home to his gloomy room. After he left, Woody and Buzz looked around. They saw something move. Buzz gasped. What are those strange creatures? Woody had never seen anything so horrible. Sid had ripped apart his toys and put them back together in weird ways. The mutant toys moved closer and closer to Woody and Buzz. The 2 toys ran. Woody and Buzz ran into different rooms. Then something even scarier happened to Buzz. He saw a TV commercial for a Buzz Lightyear toy. Buzz said to himself, "That can't be right. I'm the real Buzz Lightyear. How can there be another one on TV? What if Woody is right? What if I am just a toy?" Buzz had to prove he was the real space hero, so he jumped off the top of the stairs. Buzz spread his wings and crash. He hit the ground so hard, his arm broke off. Sid's sister found Buzz and brought him back to her doll's tea party. Finally, Woody was able to sneak into her room. "Hurry, let's get out of here," Woody said. Buzz replied sadly, Why bother? I'm just a stupid toy. It doesn't matter who plays with me. As they went back to Sid's room to try to escape, Woody tried to convince Buzz that being Andy's toy was just as important as being a space ranger. Suddenly, the mutant toys surrounded Buzz. To Woody's surprise, they fixed Buzz's broken arm. Just then, Sid turned up. He taped a rocket to Buzz. He was going to blow him up the next morning. You know, considering toys are obviously alive in the story, that's low-key pretty horrifying. It really is. Really is. Mrs. Nesbit. Yeah, look, there's Mrs. Nesbit. Woody had to save Buzz, but he couldn't do it alone. He bravely approached Sid's mutant toys. They were friendly, and they agreed to help. The next morning, the mutant toys followed Woody to Sid's backyard. "Reach for the sky," Woody shouted at Sid. Sid turned around. He looked at Woody in shock. How could the toy talk by himself? "We toys don't like being blown up. We don't like being smashed or ripped apart," Woody told Sid. The boy gasped. He saw dozens of toys heading straight for him. Sid definitely had to go to therapy after this. Woody said, "You'd better take good care of your toys. If you don't, we'll find out, Sid." The nasty boy screamed and ran to his room. He would never blow up a toy again. Woody and the other toys cheered. Suddenly, Woody saw the moving van in front of Andy's house. He and Buzz had to get on it. They raced out of the yard with Sid's vicious dog chasing them. Buzz rescued Woody from the dog, but he was left behind as the moving van pulled away. Woody had to help his friend. Inside the van, Woody opened the box with the toys and got RC. Then he pushed RC down the van's ramp. The other toys didn't understand. They thought Woody was trying to get rid of RC too, so they pushed him off the van. The van sped away. Buzz and Woody hopped on the speeding car. They raced to the van and almost made it. Unfortunately, RC's batteries died. Woody cried, "Oh no! Now we'll never catch up to the van." But then he got another idea. Woody lit the rocket that was taped to Buzz. Whoosh! As AC sped up the van's ramp, Buzz spread his wings and he and Woody were flying. Woody and Buzz flew right into the car. Andy was so happy. He had thought Woody and Buzz were lost, but they were right there in the car. Andy hugged his toys, and Buzz realized that Andy loved him. Now he knew what it meant to be a toy. It was even better than being a space hero. Woody and Buzz and all the toys were happy in Andy's new home. Soon it was Christmas. The toys were nervous. What if Andy got a new and better toy? The toy soldiers went to watch Andy and his sister open their gifts. "Don't worry," Bo Peep said to Woody. "Andy will always love you." She kissed Woody's cheek. Woody told Buzz, "We have nothing to worry about. Andy couldn't possibly get anything worse than you." Then the toy soldiers made the report. Andy got a puppy. Uh-oh. And that is the end. That was the end of Toy Story. Yee! Oh my gosh, I know he was the villain, but poor kid. Oh gosh. I'm pretty sure they made a little Easter egg in the third movie where I'm pretty sure Sid ended up being a garbage man or something. I don't know. That was kind of cool. Let's see, really quick before I do anything else, I'm gonna get a little sippy. I will be right back. Okay, we're back. I just had to get a little sippy. Pardon me. Alright, let's see. I think the next one we were gonna do was Peter Pan. Is that right? Do you guys still want to read Peter Pan? Headphones reveal. Yeah, headphones reveal. I actually probably have to get some new ones. Those ones, they don't really fit my head very well. And the sound isn't super great. So I'm gonna have to get some more soon. Some newer ones. Let's see. I'm gonna scoochy the merch. Scoochy the merch. There we go. Love the side-eye Gentle was giving while AFK, like, what you saying over there? I know anytime you can't see my face, my model is like it's so funny. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's see. We will do Peter Pan. I think I really like this one. You can see the little chew marks from when I was a little kid. Blah. Icky. Icky. Let's see. Peter Pan. Oh, it's got a whole little map for Neverland, and there's Captain Hook. And I think that's the Mermaid Lagoon. Oh my gosh. Is that an acrylic keychain? Yes, that's an acrylic keychain. Here, I will show you. This is official GentleGF merch. It's very cute. It's got a little moon clasp. It's very cute. The colors don't show very well. But it's much more vibrant in person. But yeah, it's very, very cute. What? I'm gonna get one. They are available in my Ko-fi shop if you are interested. They also come with a very cute little print, like this. Very pretty. That means it's a well-loved book. Oh yeah, I loved anything I loved chewing on. So that was yeah, that was something. I very much loved this when I was a kid. Let's see, this is Peter Pan. This is the first one. Oh, Wendy Darling and her brothers John and little Michael were restless. It was almost their bedtime, but they weren't sleepy at all. "What shall we play?" asked John with a sigh. "I'm tired of all of our old games." "Well," said Wendy, "I could tell you a story about Peter Pan." "Hooray!" shouted Michael and John. So Wendy told them about Peter Pan and the pirates. Pirates, pretty cool. Wendy knew lots of stories about Peter Pan. Peter was a magical boy who lived in Neverland with his friends, the Lost Boys, and a pixie named Tinkerbell. In Wendy's stories, Peter and his friends had lots of exciting adventures. After Wendy had finished the story, John and Michael pretended to be pirates. "Take that," shouted John, as he waved his toy sword. Just then, the children heard a voice just outside their window. "It must be around here somewhere," the voice said. The children looked out. It was Peter Pan. No, it doesn't ship to Australia? Oh wait, do I not have a shipping option for Australia? I might have to look into that for you. I am so sorry. Oh my goodness. You know what? Remind me at the end. I will look into an option for you. Let's see. Peter flew by the nursery window often. He loved Wendy's stories, especially since they were all about him. But the last time he had visited the nursery, he had left something behind. Have you seen my shadow? Peter asked. Oh, Peter, said Wendy with a chuckle. Here's your shadow. Sit down and I'll sew it back on. While Wendy sewed Peter's shadow back on, her brothers asked Peter about Neverland. Neverland, said Peter with a laugh. It's a wonderful place. I'll take you there, he offered. Once we're there, Wendy, you can tell the Lost Boys your stories, and John and Michael can help us fight pirates. Yeah, go on, there's her sewing on the little thing. But how can we get there? Wendy said. That's easy. All you've got to do is fly. Just think happy thoughts, Peter told them. The children thought their happiest thoughts, but they still couldn't fly. We won't be able to go with you, said a disappointed Wendy. Peter was puzzled for a moment, but then he laughed. I forgot the pixie dust, he said. He sprinkled some Tinkerbell's magic dust on the children. In no time at all, they were flying through the air on their way to Neverland. Before the children knew it, they had reached Neverland. Wendy sighed and said, Oh, Peter, it's just as I dreamed it would be. Suddenly, they heard a mighty boom, and a cannonball zoomed past them. It had come from the pirate ship below, which belonged to Captain Hook, Peter's enemy. The captain had lost his left hand fighting with Peter, and a hungry crocodile had swallowed it. Now Captain Hook spent all his time trying to catch Peter Pan. Don't be scared, said Peter. We can outfly him easily. Look at that. I love how he's so tiny. He's a little baby. So adorable. Peter brought Wendy and her brothers to his home. He lived in a secret underground hideout with the Lost Boys and Tinkerbell. The Lost Boys were waiting outside to welcome Peter Pan and his new friends. They were happy to hear that Wendy was going to tell them stories, but Tinkerbell was unhappy. She thought Peter Pan liked his new friends better than he liked her. She was especially jealous of Wendy. So while Peter showed Wendy, John, and Michael his secret hideout, Tinkerbell flew away. Later, the Lost Boys offered to take Michael and John on a tour of Neverland. Oh boy, said Michael as they marched through the jungle. I bet we'll have plenty of exciting adventures here. As the boys followed John through the jungle, none of them noticed all of the mysterious eyes that watched them from behind the bushes and trees. The little eyeballs. Without warning, a group of Indians leaped out of the bushes and grabbed the boys. The Indians tied up the boys and took them to the Indian village. At the village, the Indian chief was waiting for them. He was very angry. Where is my daughter, Princess Tiger Lily? He asked the Lost Boys. What have you done with her? We haven't done anything with her, said the boys. Will you let us go? No, answered the chief. Meanwhile, Peter was giving Wendy her own tour of Neverland. As they flew, Peter suddenly noticed Captain Hook and his first mate, Mr. Smee, in a small boat. They were heading for Skull Rock, And they were not alone. They had captured Princess Tiger Lily. Peter Pan and Wendy flew closer. If you don't tell us where Peter Pan's secret hideout is, we will leave you here, Captain Hook said to Tiger Lily. But Tiger Lily refused even to look at Captain Hook. At once, Peter flew down to rescue Tiger Lily. Stop what you're doing, Hook, or you'll have to answer to me, Peter shouted. Captain Hook and Peter began fighting, but Peter was much too quick for Captain. In the water nearby, a hungry crocodile watched as Peter and Hook fought. It was the very same crocodile that had once swallowed Hook's hand. The crocodile had liked the taste so much that he always followed Hook around, hoping to get another bite. Hook was no match for Peter, and he soon fell in the water. The crocodile had been waiting for this chance. Hook, however, was determined to escape its gaping jaws. "Smee!" he shouted. "Save me!" "I'm coming, Captain! I'm coming! Hold on!" Smee shouted as he rowed swiftly towards Hook. While Smee rescued Hook from the crocodile, Peter quickly untied Tiger Lily. Then Peter flew away, carrying Tiger Lily in his arms. Wendy followed them to the Indian village. The chief was very happy to get his daughter back. He released all of the boys at once. Then he gave orders for a big celebration. Everyone sang and danced and had a wonderful time. After the party, Peter, Wendy, and all of the boys went back to the secret hideout. Tinkerbell hadn't gone to the party. She was still jealous of Wendy, and when everyone returned, Tinkerbell flew off by herself. She was so angry that she didn't notice someone watching her. Suddenly, the little pixie found herself trapped in a pirate's cap. Smee hurried back to the ship with Tinkerbell. Once aboard the ship, Smee released Tinkerbell. "Welcome aboard, Miss Tinkerbell," said Captain Hook. "I'm sure you've noticed," he continued, "but things have gone from bad to worse on this island since that girl Wendy arrived. Tomorrow, I'll be leaving the island forever. I'll take Wendy to sea with me if you tell me where I can find her." All Tinkerbell wanted was to get rid of Wendy. On the map, she showed Hook where the hideout was. She didn't know Hook was really after Peter Pan. You've been most helpful," sneered Hook. "Now I have Peter Pan where I want him." Hook locked Tinkerbell in a lantern and ordered his men to surround Peter's hideout. Meanwhile, Wendy and her brothers had decided it was time to go home. The Lost Boys wanted to join them, but Peter didn't want to leave Neverland. So he stayed behind in the hideout and never saw the pirates capture Wendy and the boys as they left. The pirates took Wendy and the boys to the ship. They tied the frightened children to the big mast. "I'll give you a choice," said Hook. "Become pirates or walk the plank." When Tinkerbell had heard Hook's plan, she knew she had to warn Peter. She was finally able to break the glass in the lantern and escape. Then she quickly flew back to the hideout. Excitedly, she told Peter that he had to save Wendy and the boys. Oh my goodness. Back on the pirate ship, Captain Hook was demanding an answer. "What will it be?" said Hook. "A pirate's life or the plank?" I'm sure Peter will rescue us, Wendy whispered to the boys. Then bravely she said to Captain Hook, we will never become pirates. We will die first. And she walked onto the plank and jumped off. Everyone waited for the splash, but the splash never came. Peter Pan arrived just in time to catch Wendy as she fell. Oh, Peter, I knew you would come, Wendy said happily. Peter took Wendy to a safe place. Then he returned to fight Hook. I'll get you this time, Peter Pan, said Captain Hook. The two began fighting while the children and the pirates watched. As always, Peter was much quicker and smarter than the captain. They fought all the way up to the ship's rigging. As Hook jabbed his sword at Peter, he lost his balance. Much to the delight of the hungry crocodile below, Hook fell into the sea with a big splash. Once the pirates saw that Peter had defeated their captain, he gave up the fight. They decided to follow Hook and abandon ship. It was difficult for the pirates to keep up with their captain, however. Hook was swimming very fast, trying to escape the hungry crocodile. Back on the ship, everyone cheered for Peter Pan. They were surprised to hear him give orders to cast off. Where are we going? Wendy asked him. I'm taking you home, Peter told her. At Peter Pan's command, Tinkerbell happily sprinkled the pirate ship with golden pixie dust to make it fly. Soon the children were back in the nursery. They knelt by their window and watched the magical ship sail off into the starry sky. As they waved goodbye, Wendy and her brothers knew that they would never forget their adventures with Peter Pan. The end. Yay! That was Peter Pan! Yay. Alright, let me grab another sippy really quick. Okay, there we go. Yay! Yes. Let's see, that's book number 3. Oh yeah. Hydration. Alright. What was I doing? It's only 7 p.m. right now and I'm already tired? That means it's working. Alright, let's see. I will pick 3 more and we can pick which one we want from those. Let's see. Ooh, okay. Alright. So let's see. We have first The Little Mermaid, a classic. And then we have Pinocchio. I have not read this one in quite a long time. I haven't watched the movie actually in quite a long time either. Then there's Beauty and the Beast. Yeah. Alright, let's see. Which one are you guys feeling? Which one should go first? We'll try to get through all of them, so don't worry. I'm really content, honestly. Haven't been read since I was a child. Brings back really happy memories. Oh, I'm really happy. That's what I like to do. I like to give you guys happy memories and solid sleeps. Let me move these little boogers over here. Let's see, right there. Our parents had a little reading nook in our room, and we had the Little Mermaid one. Oh my gosh, it's so fun hearing that you guys also had these same books when you were little. That's so fun. Let's see, so we have Beauty and the Beast, we have Pinocchio, and the Little Mermaid. Let's see, what are we feeling? Do we want a princess one? Do we want a not princess one? I don't mind either way. I'm kind of partial toward, the Little Mermaid. But that's just me. That's just, we have red hair. We have some similarities. The Little Little Mermaid, please? Oh, okay, we got one for Little Mermaid. Yeah. I'm thinking that's the one. Alright. See, mine was the golden books, but the same stories. I actually do have golden books upstairs as well. I just brought like a stack of 12 books. And kind of, I was like, I think I'll do these ones for today. There's actually a very iconic book about a Sesame Street character that I saw at, in a meme on Twitter, and I was like, wait, I have that book. So one day I will have to read that one. Alright, I say mermaid too. Alright, we will go with the mermaid. Let's go. Under the sea. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that song's gonna be stuck in my head. No sad, only happy comfy. True, no sad allowed. Only happy comfy here. Alright, let's get started. Let's see, the Little Mermaid. Look at all the colorful little fishies. Look at those. The camera doesn't quite pick up all of the bright colors in these books, but they're still very vibrant for how old they are. See, after the Little Mermaid, can you do Beauty and the Beast? I have the Doc McStuffins, Sesame Street, Little Mermaid, and a few others I don't remember. Absolutely, we could do that one right after. Alright, the Little Mermaid. Far beneath the ocean waves, in the land of the mer people, lived a lovely young mermaid named Ariel. Her home was an undersea palace. Although it was quite magnificent, she hardly ever spent time there. She preferred to go exploring with her little friend Flounder the fish. Ariel loved to collect objects from around the world above the sea. She and Flounder would swim in and out of sunken ships, picking up whatever caught the Little Mermaid's fancy. There's the castle, and there's Flounder. Ariel's father, King Triton, ruled the Undersea Kingdom. He was very proud of Ariel's many gifts, especially her beautiful singing voice. He had arranged to give a special concert to show his daughter's wonderful talent to all of the merfolk. Ariel's sisters sang to begin the concert. Then they sang a special song to introduce Ariel. But Ariel wasn't there. Triton was not pleased. How could Ariel have forgotten to show up for her own debut? Her own debut. As usual, Ariel was off exploring. She had found a sunken ship to play in and had forgotten all about the concert. By the time she returned home, the guests had left. Triton was so angry that he ordered Sebastian, a crab who was his court composer, to follow Ariel and to keep her out of trouble. Later that day, Ariel slipped away again, with Sebastian following close behind her. She hadn't gone far when a huge shadow darkened the waters above. "It's a ship!" she gasped with delight. Ariel gonna debut as a leg-tuber in a few pages. A leg-tuber. Ariel swam to the surface to get a closer look. There were humans on board. One of them was very handsome. Ariel heard the others call him Prince Eric. But Ariel watched. A sudden storm took them all by surprise. To her horror, the ship began to sink. Most of the people on board were able to climb safely into a lifeboat. But the handsome young prince was hit by a falling spar and thrown into the churning water. Ariel knew that humans could not live under the sea. She had to save the unconscious prince. There was no time to lose. She darted through the waves to the prince as her friend, Scuttle, watched anxiously. Using all of her strength, Ariel dragged the young prince to shore. Scuttle was waiting for them. The silly bird put his ear close to Eric's boot. "Sorry, Ariel, I can't make out a heartbeat," said Scuttle. Ariel placed her head on the prince's chest. "Oh, he is breathing, Scuttle," she cried. She was so happy that she began to sing to the prince. At the sound of Ariel's lovely voice, Eric's eyelids began to flutter. "He's going to be all right," Ariel said gratefully. "Now I'd better get going back before Father finds out I've left." When the prince opened his eyes, all he saw was this faithful dog, Max, running up to him. Ariel returned home, but she couldn't forget the human prince. As she sat thinking about him, two evil eels named Flotsam and Jetsam watched her with their cunning eyes. "Come with us," they coaxed sweetly. "We know someone who can help you." Ariel followed the slippery eels, but before she knew it, she was inside the deep, dark cave of Ursula the Sea Witch. Ursula knew how much Ariel missed Eric. She told the young mermaid that she could help visit him for a price. "I will make you human so you can visit your young man," Ursula said. "But you must get him to fall in love and kiss you before the sun sets on the third day. If you fail, you will turn back into a mermaid and return to the sea as my slave." Then Ursula laughed wickedly. "Oh, and one other thing. You must leave your voice with me." Poor Ariel. She would have done anything to see the young prince again. So she signed the agreement. Then the evil witch locked Ariel's beautiful voice inside a magic seashell that she wore around her neck. If you look there really close, it just says agreement between Ursula and Ariel. There is no terms or conditions listed. That is not a valid contract. Flounder and Sebastian watched in amazement as Ursula's magic powers changed Ariel into a human girl. Suddenly, Ariel could no longer live underwater. Luckily, her two friends rushed her up to the surface so she could breathe. Ursula cackled with glee. She intended to make sure Ariel did not get her kiss. Once Ariel was safe on the beach, Scuttle said, "There's something different about you, Ariel. I just can't put my foot on it." Ariel showed him her two legs. She wanted to tell Scuttle about what had happened to her. But since Ursula had taken her voice, Sebastian had to explain. The contract was also signed under coercion, making it invalid. More at 4 p.m. for contract law and children's books. True. Get a mer lawyer? How does a mer lawyer wear business pants? When Ariel tried to stand, she found that balancing on her new legs was harder than it looked. "You can do it," said Scuttle. "Just watch me." Sebastian shook his head in disbelief. How am I going to tell the king about this? He wondered. Meanwhile, Eric had forgotten about the girl who had saved his life. Although he hadn't seen her, he'd fallen in love with her wonderful voice. Eric would have given his entire kingdom to find her. Then, as he was walking with Max, he saw Ariel on the beach. "Have we met before?" Eric asked, his heart skipping a beat. But his hopes were soon dashed when he found that Ariel could not speak. She can't be the one, he thought. Still, the prince felt sorry for Ariel, so he brought her to his castle. His servants fed her and gave her pretty clothes to wear. The next day, the prince took Ariel for a coach ride through his kingdom. She's so lovely, Eric said to himself. If only she were the girl I've been searching for. The next day, the prince took Ariel for a boat ride. There isn't much time, thought Ariel. If he doesn't kiss me soon, I will become Ursula's slave. Although Ariel didn't know it, the prince was falling in love, and he was just about to kiss her. But Flotsam and Jetsam had been watching them. They tipped the boat over and set the young couple tumbling into the water before Ariel could get her kiss. Also, can I just point out the absolute hilarious face that Prince Eric is making? He's petrified. Ursula has been watching the couple in her magic bubble. She decided to trick Eric so Ariel would never get her kiss. The witch transformed into a beautiful girl. With Ariel's voice locked inside the seashell necklace, Ursula would sound like just like Eric's true love. The following day, as Ursula walked along the beach, the sound of Ariel's beautiful voice filled the air. Eric could hardly believe his ears. The girl who had saved his life had finally come back to him. Quickly, the sea witch put a spell on Eric, and he decided to marry her right away. Ursula's nasty trick worked. She and Eric were to be married on the ship that very day. In her cabin, Ursula laughed as she looked at her true reflection in the mirror. Luckily, Scuttle saw Ursula's real reflection too. Scuttle and Flounder rushed off to find Ariel and tell her about the sea witch's latest trick. "Don't worry, Ariel. We'll help you," said Scuttle. As Flounder pulled her out of the ship, then Scuttle flew to the ship. With the help of the sea lions, pelicans, and other birds, Scuttle stopped the wedding. As Ariel climbed over the railing, the birds tore at Ursula's clothing and pulled her hair. The seashell fell from Ursula's neck. When it broke, Ariel's voice returned to her instantly. Ariel called out to warn the prince. Then Eric knew he had been tricked, but time had run out. The sun was starting to set, and Ariel was already turning back into a mermaid. "You belong to me now," gloated Ursula, who had turned back into her mean, ugly self. She grabbed Ariel and slithered into the sea. But Eric was not about to let Ariel slip away this time. Grabbing a harpoon, he dived into the sea and hurled it at the sea witch. Wow, blood in a kid's book, right? I was actually surprised by that when I read this as a child. I was like, oh, that's pretty intense. She's actually bleeding. That made Ursula angrier than ever. She transformed herself into a huge monster and tried to crush poor Ariel and the prince with her black tentacles. Eric clutched the little mermaid to him, trying to protect her from the witch's fury. Eric knew he had to do something, and fast. Climbing aboard a ship that Ursula's angry thrashing had raised from the bottom of the sea, he grabbed the wheel. He aimed the ship's prow at Ursula and sailed full speed ahead. As the boat struck the witch, she let out a terrible scream. Then she was gone. Everyone was glad the sea witch was gone, but Ariel was still unhappy. Even Triton could see that his daughter was truly in love. So, using his magic powers, he granted Ariel her dearest wish. He made her human again. Triton watched as Eric and Ariel walked back to the castle. "I'm going to miss her," King Triton said to Sebastian, "but I know they'll be happy." Soon after that, Eric and Ariel were married in a splendid shipboard wedding, with all of the merpeople looking on. And just as King Triton had predicted, they lived happily ever after. The end. Yay! That was the Little Mermaid! Let's go! Oh my gosh. A lot of aquatic invertebrates have blue blood? Oh my gosh! I actually have heard that about some like octopus or octopi. Oh my gosh, that's crazy, isn't it? Actually, hold on, this goes over here. This is in the already red pile. Let's see, that's a good dad. Accepted his daughter as she was and didn't do any creepy dad stuff. Very true, very true. He saw what would make his daughter happy, and he did it. That was very nice. I think next we were going to read Beauty and the Beast. Yay! This is the first one. Yeah, it's the original. Yeah. The little tapping noise when you clap is so adorable. Wait, can you actually hear that? Oh, you can! Oh my gosh! Oh my goodness. Alright, let's see. Beauty and the Beast. Oh, this one's really pretty. Look at that. Very energetic. Ba, 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 ba. Clappy clap. Yeah, little clappy clap. There's little Miss Potts and Chip. And, oh gosh, I forgot what their names were. Man, I haven't read this in a long time. Let's see. I memorized the whole Beauty and the Beast song. I don't like singing in front of people, though. You know what? I love singing as well, but I'm also far too shy to actually do it in front of anyone, especially on stream. I'm so shy. I feel bad. I feel like I'm gonna get nervous and have like a voice crack or something. My gosh, let's see. Beauty and the Beast. Ooh, it has a stained glass window. Oh, it's so pretty. Let's see. Once upon a time, in a faraway land, a young prince lived in a shining castle. Although he had everything a person could want, he had no love in his heart. One winter's night, an old woman came to the castle, begging the prince for shelter from the cold. In return for his kindness, she offered him a single, perfect rose. Disgusted by her rags, the prince sneered at the rose and turned the poor woman away. "Don't be fooled by appearances," she warned him. "There is beauty to be found within all things." Then, in a flash, the woman's ugliness melted away to reveal a lovely enchantress. As punishment for his selfishness, the enchantress turned the prince into a hideous beast, the castle into a dark fortress, and the servants into household objects. Before she left, she gave the prince 2 gifts: a magic mirror that allowed him to see the outside world, and the rose, which would only live until his 21st birthday. "If you learn to love another and earn her love in return before the last petal of the rose has fallen," said the enchantress, "the spell will be broken. If not, you will remain a beast forever." The enchantress turned him into a certified daddy. Oh Oh my. I was not expecting to read that. Oh my gosh. You have a beautiful singing voice, Nemu. Oh, just stop it, you. A few years passed. One day, in a village not far from the castle, a young girl named Belle was crossing the town square. Belle loved to read, and as usual, had her nose stuck in a book. The handsome but conceited Gaston watched her. Gaston admired Belle almost as much as he admired himself. She is the girl I'm going to marry, he declared. When Belle got home, her father Maurice greeted her excitedly. I've just finished my latest invention, he exclaimed. I hope it works. Of course it will, Belle reassured him. I'm sure it will win first prize at the fair. That afternoon, Maurice hitched his invention to his horse, Felipe, and set off for the fair. But Maurice and Felipe became lost as they rode through the forest. Suddenly, they heard the howling of wolves. The frightened horse reared up in alarm, sending poor Maurice flying through the air. Maurice got up quickly and ran down a hillside with the wolves snapping at his heels. He saw an iron gate, slipped through it, and slammed it shut just in time. He followed a path until he came to a dark, forbidding castle. When no one answered his knock, Maurice opened the creaking door and let himself in. Hold on, I just realized Maurice's face in this little picture right here. Look at his face. They didn't really give him eyeballs. Oh my gosh. No sooner was he inside than a strange thing happened. A candlestick bowed and began talking to him. Welcome, my good man, said the candlestick. Then a clock stepped out of the shadows and scolded the candlestick. Lumiere, you know our master said not to let anyone in. Oh, but now that he's here, Cogsworth, said Miss Potts, the talking teapot, we must be kind to the old gentleman. Her teacup's son Chip agreed, so they gave Maurice some tea, a bite to eat, and a chair to rest in. Suddenly, a dreadful beast burst into the room. A stranger, he roared. What are you doing here? I just needed a place to stay, said Maurice timidly. I'll give you a place to stay, shouted the beast. Then he scooped Maurice up in his hairy paws and carried him off to the dungeon. Well, you could see I also very much loved this book. There's some coloring in it. I wonder what I was trying to draw. Back at the village, Belle was waiting for her father to return when Gaston came to ask politely for her hand in marriage. Belle tried to say no politely. I don't really deserve you, she started to say, but Gaston wouldn't listen. He had backed her up against the door when Belle reached for the doorknob. She opened the door and sent him sprawling down the steps into a giant puddle. No one eats like Gaston. Oh my gosh. Beast can take me to his dungeon. To Falcon, you can't be horny during a bedtime story stream. Oh my gosh. Later, Belle heard Felipe whinnying outside her window. Where is father? She said to the horse. Did something happen to him? Belle threw on a cloak and leaped onto Felipe's back. Take me to Papa, she commanded. Felipe sped through the forest until he came to the dark and uninviting castle. Belle saw her father's hat lying just inside the gate. She tied Felipe to a post and followed the path up to the castle. Papa, are you here? Cried Belle. She slowly pushed open the door of the castle and stepped inside. Lumiere, Cogsworth, Mrs. Potts, and Chip quietly followed Belle through the halls. "Isn't she lovely?" whispered Mrs. Potts. "Perhaps she's the one who will break the spell." Love these books and the way you read them. Aw, thank you, Ruby. I'm glad I do him justice. Finally, Belle found her poor father locked away in a lonely cell. She was reaching out to touch his hand when the beast suddenly appeared. Trembling with fright, Belle asked the beast to let her father go. "He is an old man," she begged. "Take me instead." "Very well," said the beast. "But you must promise to stay here forever." "You have my word," replied Belle. Then, before Belle could say a proper goodbye, the beast dragged Maurice away and sent him home in an enchanted coach. Soon the beast returned for Belle. "You may go anywhere you like," he said, as he showed her to her room, "but you must never go near the west wing." Then the beast shut the door. Belle was alone with Wardrobe, who was delighted to have a lovely young girl to dress. Meanwhile, Maurice raced to the village tavern to get help. "A hideous beast has Belle locked up in his castle," Maurice cried. But Gaston and the villagers only laughed at him, so he left by himself to find Belle. Later that night, Belle sneaked out of her room to eat and explore the castle. Cogsworth and Lumiere started to give Belle a tour, but she slipped away to see the forbidden west wing. "I wonder what he's hiding in there," she said. But she came to the beast's room. She found the enchanted rose under a bell jar. She was about to touch its soft petals when the beast came charging towards her. "Don't touch that," he bellowed. "I told you not to come here. Get out." Belle ran from the room, down the stairs, and out into the freezing night. She leaped onto Felipe and began to race him through the woods. She would not stay at the castle with the horrible beast, no matter what she had promised. I see hands. Yes, we have hands. Suddenly, a pack of prowling wolves crept out from the darkness, their yellow eyes flashing in the night. Felipe reared up in fear, and Belle tumbled to the ground. But before the fierce creature could pounce on her, the beast came to Belle's rescue. The wolves attacked the beast with their sharp teeth and claws, but he fought them off. Belle mounted Felipe and was about to make her escape, but when she saw the injured beast stagger and fall, "I can't just leave him alone here," she said softly. "Help me get him back, Felipe." Together, Belle and the horse brought the beast back to the castle. Tenderly, Belle cleaned and bandaged Beast's wounds. "By the way," she said, "thank you for saving my life." Belle smiled at the beast for the first time. Shyly, he smiled back. In the days that followed, the beast took Belle for walks in the garden, and he showed her his library. In return, Belle began to teach him how to behave like a gentleman. Slowly, Belle and the beast were becoming friends. One night after dinner, the beast bashfully led Belle to the ballroom. It wasn't long before they had waltzed gracefully across the dance floor. "Are you happy here?" the beast asked. "Yes," said Belle. "If only I could see Papa." "There is a way," said the beast, handing her the magic mirror. Belle gasped at the sight of her father, sick and lost in the forest. "You must go to him," said the beast sadly. "Take the mirror with you." Belle found her father, and with the help of Felipe, she got him home to bed. Soon, Maurice was well again. Not long after, a strange man came to their door. Gaston and the villagers were with him. Gaston tells me that Maurice has been raving about a beast, the man told Belle. I've come to take your father away to the asylum. Never, replied Belle. I will prove to you that my father is not crazy. She held up the magic mirror so that everyone could see the beast. The villagers cried out in fright when they saw the beast in the mirror. That beast is dangerous, Gaston shouted. I say we go to the castle and get rid of him before he harms anyone. Belle tried to stop them, but it was no use. Soon, the angry crowd was storming the beast's castle. As Gaston ran upstairs to search for the beast, the villagers broke into the dining hall, but the beast's loyal servants were ready and waiting to attack. The villagers were no match for the pitchers, clocks, footstools, and brushes. Soon they turned and fled from the castle in defeat. Meanwhile, Gaston had found the beast and chased him onto the roof. Get up and fight, Gaston taunted. But ever since Belle had left the castle, the beast had lost interest in living. He didn't want to fight. Gaston raised his club, ready to kill the beast. No! Belle cried from below. She raced upstairs. At the sight of her, the beast's spirit returned and he blocked the club's blow. The beast grabbed Gaston by the neck, but he could no longer find it in his heart to hurt anyone. He released Gaston unharmed. As Belle arrived and embraced the beast, Gaston sneaked up from behind. He stabbed the beast in the back. Roaring in pain, the beast struck out at Gaston. Gaston took a step backward and lost his balance. With a terrible scream, he fell from the roof and was gone forever. The beast took a step towards Belle and then collapsed from his wounds. At least I got to see you one last time, said the beast. You're going to be all right, the Belle said through her tears. Then she whispered, I love you. In the beast's room, Lumiere and Cogsworth watched in despair as the rose shed its last petal. But then, a sparkling, magical light surrounded the beast. His paws became hands and feet, and the rest of his body was restored to its former handsomeness. Belle looked on in amazement as the beast turned into a prince. The beast went from daddy to himbo, the end. One by one, the objects in the household became human again. The spell was broken. The prince and Belle looked into each other's eyes. As they kissed, they knew that they would live happily ever after. Mwah! Yee! That was the Beauty and the Beast. My gosh, no one falls like Gaston. No one dies like Gaston. No one falls from a high tower up like Gaston. Oh my gosh. The 3 raccoons that compromised Nemu have gotten crafty in their disguise and added hands. Yeah, that's... Shh. Don't say that. Don't say that out loud. No. No one can know. Oh my gosh. Let me move my thingy. There we go. Okay, there we go. Gosh, I didn't remember the story being that brutal. Yeah, if you've watched the animated movie, it's the same way. It's really shocking, actually. Also, thank you, Salty Smurf 2, for the follow. I'm a little bit late on that, but thank you. My goodness. Alright, let me take a sippy, and then we will go on to our last book of the night. We're gonna read Pinocchio. Just 1 second. delicious. Alright, let's see. Let me readjust. I keep messing all my stuff up. There we go. That's good, that's good. What you drinking? Ooh! Actually, I am more than happy to show you guys. Splash lemon water. It's very good. Very good. It's my favorite. I don't like drinking regular water, but this is just a little bit extra, a little extra, tiny bit of sweet. It's just enough to make it really tasty. Gosh, seriously, my cat would love that blanket. She loves materials like that. Oh my gosh, it's actually so soft. It's just, I'm gonna need it. Your cat could make little biscuits. Just meow, 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 meow. Same here. Normal water makes me feel sick. I don't know how, but it does. I don't know. Sometimes regular water just does not taste good to me. I don't know what it is. I'm a big fan of juice. I'm like like a kid. I like Abby juice. Idea flash. Would love an official Nemu blankie to go along with times like these. Oh, that would be so cool. Oh my gosh, I love that idea. That would be really neat. Like maybe a nice fleece one so it'd be really soft. I love that. Oh my gosh. Alright, well let's go ahead. We'll start on Pinocchio. Let me adjust really quick. There we go. Alright, Pinocchio. Oh look, there's the little fishy. And there's the dad. And oh, look at the little cat in the bed. Oh, that's so cute. So cute. And there's little Jiminy Cricket. I don't remember the fish's name. I think it's just Goldie? I feel like that's the name of the little fish. Alright. Hello. My name is Jiminy Cricket. I never used to believe in the wishing star. Let me tell you why I changed my mind. It all started one night in a wood carver shop. The shop was owned by a kind man named Geppetto. Geppetto had made a puppet out of wood. It looked just like a little boy. Geppetto lived with his cat, Figaro, and his fish, Cleo. The fish's name is Cleo. Aw, that's cute. Just a little more paint and he's finished, Geppetto told them. He painted on a smile. Then the old man smiled too. I have just the name for you, Geppetto said to the puppet. Pinocchio. Oh, he's got a happy little family going on. It's so cute. Soon Geppetto was climbing into his warm bed. Suddenly he pointed to the brightest star in the sky. Look, Figaro, it's the wishing star. Geppetto made a wish. I wish that my little Pinocchio might become a real boy, he told the cat. Geppetto fell asleep and dreamed about having a real live son. Well, I didn't fall asleep, so I saw the blue fairy fly in through the window. She waved her wand. I thought she was so pretty when I was a little girl. I was like, oh, look at her pretty dress. I thought she was stunning. And Pinocchio came to life. Am I a real boy? He asked. The blue fairy shook her head. If you are good, one day you will become a real boy. How will he know how to be good? I asked. You will help him, the blue fairy replied. That's how I became Pinocchio's conscience. Pinocchio was very happy. He could walk and talk just like a real boy. In fact, he made so much noise that he woke up Geppetto. Yo, Geppetto stays strapped. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I didn't notice that before. He just had a gun? The old man could hardly believe his eyes. My wish came true, Geppetto exclaimed. He danced around the room with Pinocchio. Look, Figaro, I have a son, Geppetto cried. Geppetto loved Pinocchio as he would have loved a real boy. Oh, that's very wholesome. The next morning, Geppetto sent Pinocchio off to school. Pinocchio was very excited. He couldn't wait to learn like the real children. Two rascals saw Pinocchio walking to school. One was a sly fox named Honest John, but Honest John was not honest at all. The other was a mean cat named Gideon. Honest John exclaimed, "A puppet who moves without strings. We can make a fortune out of him." Gideon agreed. The fox and the cat told Pinocchio to come with them. Honest John said, "You will be the star of Stromboli's puppet show." "But I have to go to school," replied Pinocchio. "Actors don't need school. Come with us. We'll show you the easy road to success," the sly fox promised. So Pinocchio went with Honest John and Gideon. I spent the day looking for Pinocchio. I finally found him at Stromboli's puppet show. The show was just starting. "Ladies and gentlemen," Stromboli announced, "presenting the one and only puppet without strings." Pinocchio came out on stage. He sang a funny song. He danced with the other puppets. I always thought that was such a pretty dress. I loved that dress so much when I was a little girl. The crowd clapped and threw gold coins. Pinocchio was a star. I thought Pinocchio didn't need me any longer. But I was wrong. Stromboli wouldn't let Pinocchio go home to Geppetto. Instead, he locked poor Pinocchio in a cage. "You're going to make lots of money for me," the greedy Stromboli told him. I saw Stromboli driving his wagon out of town, so I decided to say goodbye to Pinocchio. I found my friend in the cage. He was crying. He was sorry he hadn't gone to school, and he wanted to go home. I tried to set Pinocchio free, but I couldn't open the lock. It seemed hopeless. Then Pinocchio saw the wishing star. In a twinkle, the blue fairy appeared. She asked Pinocchio what had happened. Pinocchio told one lie after another. With each lie, his nose grew longer and longer and longer. "Tell the truth," I begged Pinocchio. Finally he did. The blue fairy smiled, and she waved her wand. Pinocchio's nose became short again, and he was free. "Remember," said the blue fairy, "a boy who won't be good might as well be made out of wood." Oh my! That's very intense. Meanwhile, Honest John and Gideon were in a tavern. A fat coachman was there too. He showed them a sack full of gold. The coachman told Honest John, "Collect some bad boys who play hooky from school, and I will give you this sack of gold. I have a coach leaving at midnight for a place called Pleasure Island." Just then, Pinocchio and I were racing home to Geppetto. I ran very fast. I didn't see Honest John stop Pinocchio until it was too late. Honest John told Pinocchio all about Pleasure Island. "Boys play there all day and never have to go to school," the crafty fox said. "That sounds like fun," Pinocchio agreed. Soon Pinocchio and the coach full of boys were headed for Pleasure Island. I thought Pinocchio might need my help, so I jumped on the back of the coach. We rode through the starry night, then we sailed to Pleasure Island. Pleasure Island was full of rides and sweets. The boys did whatever they wanted to do. Pinocchio made friends with a bad boy named Lampwick. Lampwick smoked cigars. He showed Pinocchio how to play pool. But then something terrible began to happen. Lampwick grew donkey ears. He grew a donkey tail. He began to bray just like a donkey. Hee-haw, hee-haw. Lampwick turned into a donkey. Pinocchio started to laugh, but he just brayed like a donkey. Hee-haw, hee-haw. Then Pinocchio grew donkey ears and a donkey tail. He was turning into a donkey too. We've got to get off Pleasure Island before it's too late, I cried. Pinocchio and I jumped into the sea. By the time we reached the shore, Pinocchio had stopped turning into a donkey, but he still had his long ears and tail. We ran to Geppetto's shop. No one was home. Pinocchio and I didn't know what to do. Then a letter floated down from the sky. I read the letter aloud. Geppetto went to look for you. His ship was swallowed by Monstro the whale. We must save him, Pinocchio cried. At that moment, Geppetto, Figaro, Clee, and Cleo were inside Monstro's belly. We'll starve if Monstro doesn't open his mouth soon, Geppetto said to them. Pinocchio and I went back to the shore. Pinocchio tied a rock to his tail. Then we jumped into the sea and sank to the bottom. We all looked around. A school of fish swam nearby. We finally spotted Monstro. The giant whale was sleeping. Suddenly, Monstro woke up. He opened his huge mouth, and Monstro swallowed all of the fish. He swallowed Pinocchio and me too. Soon Pinocchio and I were in Geppetto's boat. Geppetto cried, "My son, I thought I would never see you again." Pinocchio hugged Geppetto. He promised he would never leave his father again. Then Geppetto saw Pinocchio's long ears and tail. "What happened?" he asked. Pinocchio felt ashamed. "I'll tell you later," he said. "First we need to get out of here." Pinocchio had a plan. "We need to make a fire. The smoke will make Monstro sneeze." They built a big fire. Sure enough, the whale opened his mouth. Ah! Ah! Choo! We were all blown out of Monstro's mouth. Geppetto was too weak to swim. "Save yourself," he told Pinocchio. But the little wooden boy would not leave his father. Pinocchio pulled Geppetto to shore. Pinocchio woke up. Geppetto woke up and found Pinocchio lying in the water. Pinocchio didn't move at all. Geppetto took Pinocchio home. He put the little wooden boy on his bed. Geppetto wept. "Goodbye, my brave son. You gave your life to save me." Suddenly, a bright light shone around Pinocchio. His wooden limbs changed to real arms and legs. His eyes opened. Pinocchio was alive, and he was a real boy. Geppetto hugged Pinocchio. They danced all around the room. At last, Geppetto's wish had come true, which is just what happens when you wish upon a lucky star. The end. Oh gosh, this one was quite well loved too. That was the end of Pinocchio. Yay! Oh my goodness. Oh, that was so nice. Oh my gosh, let's see. Which one was your guys' favorite? We read about 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. About 6 stories today? Yeah, 6 whole stories. Yay! When I was little, I usually would get 1, and if I really asked nicely, I might have gotten 2. But we got 6 tonight. I think I sufficiently spoiled you guys. Remember, kids, stay in school to avoid anyone who invites you to Pleasure Island. Yeah, that's a yeah, that for sure. Do not go to Pleasure Island with a stranger. That is not a safe thing to do. I love them all. Oh, yay! Oh, that's so nice. So exciting. Oh my gosh. Lampwick kind of looks like Torchwick from Ruby. Oh, wait a minute. Ruby was based off fairy tales or old books? Really? I didn't know that. Oh my gosh. Well, that's super awesome. Oh my goodness. Well, let's see. That's actually about half of the books that I brought down tonight, but we are at our 2-hour mark. So I'm going to go ahead and find someone to raid. I will try to find someone who's also doing ASMR on Twitch for a Twitch tide, and we will go from there. I nearly cried. Really reminded me of when my mom used to read me so long ago. You're very blessed, Nemu. Oh, thank you so much. I'm so glad that you enjoyed it. It's always really, really nice to get to do kind of an unconventional stream like this. Something I really liked is I really liked when people read books to me when I was little. So it's always nice to kind of rekindle those memories and kind of bring them into the adult world. I think it's really, really nice. Hashtag burger box. Oh gosh. Yes. They're very nice, thank you. Well, I'm glad you guys enjoyed them. Ruby Neko-chan, also, I'm reminding myself, I'm saying it out loud, I will look up Australian shipping options, and I will try to have those up by tonight. I will try my best, okay? If not, I will try tomorrow, and I will update it on Twitter. So I will try my best. Unfortunately, shipping outside of the US right now is very expensive. I try to take a couple dollars off to try to make it a bit better, but I know there's a few places where shipping was just ridiculous, and I feel super, super bad. But for those who just popped in or who have not seen yet, we have merch available on the Ko-fi shop. We have a very cute little Nemu keychain. Very cute. It's about the size of my thumb. I think it's actually 2.5. That's 2 inches. 2 inches. Very cute. Has an epoxy cover. Has the design on the back. And it has a very cute little moon clasp. It's very cute. It's very nice. And then we have a cute little print. They're sold as a bundle, and they will ship together in a nice envelope. So, yeah, if you guys are interested, you can go ahead and take a look in the Ko-fi shop. Oh my gosh. Aaron! Oh my goodness! Oh my gosh. Hi. Plugging your merch? Let's go! Yes, plug in the merch. I had to show it off while I had a camera up. I hope it's not weird, but this really had a mommy aura in a cute, wholesome way. You know what? That's not the first time I've gotten that. Sometimes I get older sister, sometimes I get like a mommy vibe, and then sometimes I get a sister next door, or not a sister next door, just like a girl next door vibe. I don't know. I'm fine with either though. Let's see. Would you rather be a magical girl or a princess? Oh, that's tough. I don't know. Man, that's really tough. I really like both of those things. I guess maybe a magical girl. I think that'd be kind of cool. Because then I could get a cute little outfit and have like magical powers. I don't know. That'd be fun. Felt like I had a family again. Oh, don't say that. I'm gonna cry. I'm a softie. You can't say that kind of stuff. Oh my gosh. What's this? VTubers IRL hands? How surreal. Yeah, I know. It's really weird. I don't usually have hands. Just grabbing everything I can now. I'm sorry. Oh no, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. You're totally okay. But yeah, with that, I'm gonna go ahead and find someone to stream. Let's see, could you give me some of your time and speak a little Portuguese? Oh my gosh, I wish I knew how. If I knew how, I totally would. I don't know any Portuguese though. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. Hear me out. The books were miniature to fit raccoon hands because Nemu is in fact 3 raccoons in a sweater. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and, well, let's say bye to hands for right now. Bye to hands. And thank you, Tasty or Tasty, for the follow. let's see. I will switch this to here. So no more hands. No more hands. Nemu can grab stuff now. Be afraid. I like to imagine my hand just kind of like just toward the camera. Hold on, can I do that? Can I just... I'm giving you soft pets. Look at this. I'm invading your personal space. Oh my goodness. No, don't vibe check us. Oh, no. Alright, well here. Alright, buy hands for real this time. Alright, I'll boop a nose. Boop. There you go. Alright, let me go ahead and I will find someone on the Twitch side to give a little raid. Again, I will try to find someone who is doing some ASMR. So that will be nice. Let's see. Oh, okay. Alright, I know someone who is doing ASMR. Let me go ahead and do that. Okay, let's see. There we go. I will go ahead. I don't think we've actually rated them in a hot minute, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do that. There we go. Bye, hands. I'm glad I could catch your stream at the last minute. I know. I'm so sorry that you came in so... if I could go longer, I totally would, but I actually have to get up very, very early for an appointment tomorrow. I'm so sorry, guys. I'll do more of these if you guys like them, though. I will. My gosh. Thank you again for the stream. I hope you have a good night. Yes, thank you guys so much for coming. I really appreciate it. But I am going to be passing you on to Kura Makira, who's doing ASMR as well. They do some really lovely, whispery kind of ASMR. They're a little bit lewd, they're a little bit funny, but they're very fun. I very much like them. So I'm gonna put you in their very capable hands. And, yeah, I will see you guys next stream. Actually, this Friday is another ASMR stream. So I hope you guys look forward to it, okay? I will see you guys on Friday. Thank you so much. And I will see you guys next stream. Bye-bye.